100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the light.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get up! 180! Right there, 56. I got him! Red!
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky to Thompson on the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check. Later 2. 29. 29. OP.
Carr now on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you...
And he's taken down here by the the Saints. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's see it. Right down. Check. Who's right? Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Carr now on 3rd and goal, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch it. Lock in. Hey, Charlie!
Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
56! Alert! 56, Mike, 56, right there. 56. Hey, Will! Mike, 56, Mike, 56! Too little,
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky, this will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Jim, you're mine. Jim, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found it.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Carr. Now he's up and underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Trubisky. Connects with Sanu right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Monday down. 180. White Monday down. Switch. 734. Kill. Purdue. Kill. Hand me. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He completes it to Bryant. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Carr to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch out.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down and 4, Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a look?
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have retaken the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now, 57. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw, it's Carr. Rolling to his right. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 99.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Complete. It's Irvin. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Alert. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now Trubisky to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Focus, defense, focus. Heavy. Watch twist. Kill. 93. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Hines. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run with Hines. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hill. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Go. What's up?
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Trubisky will throw, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hatchet. Slip it down.
Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. 39 yards there, a big one. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what... And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? it got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Bullock good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One last shot for Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.